Welcome back to Midwifery Wisdom Reacts. I'm Meredith Strayhorn, a former doula, a student midwife, and I'm so excited to share with y'all today a really special birth video. We are actually going to be reacting to a video where all three of us were there. So this was one of our first experiences together. So if y'all want to introduce yourselves.
I'll go first. Hi, everyone. My name is Christen Woodward. I am a almost CPN in Cincinnati, Ohio. And yeah, during this video, I was towards the end of my preceptorship. So I'll be doing the catching.
I am Brittany Janae Berry. I am the birth doula in the video. I'm a full spectrum doula with Me and She Doula Services. And this was my first time meeting all the midwives. So I was like really excited.
Yes. So this was the introduction to Phenomenal Birth Team. It was a fantastic experience. I'm really excited to get to share this, especially with y'all. And we wanted to have the family come on with us, but they were not able to make it today. So we went ahead and we're forging ahead without them. But this is, like I said, very, very special. So let's get started.
It's a girl. We got our girl.
They're so sweet.
It's a girl, King.
They are.
It's a girl. It's a girl.
I love them. Oh my god.
I ain't never know a man so happy to have a girl.
Okay.
COVID. Crazy.
Hey, that's me.
Hey, I know that person.
I know her.
I love that sweater.
It's cute.
This was right before she got the glam ready, honey.
I see.
Somebody had eyelashes, makeup,
2 minutes apart and
on
they
there.
lasted for about
Full face.
30 seconds or so. I took a shower and that kind of helped with some of the contractions. They're not like excruciating pain, but it's kind of bad. It's probably like I feel like I'm getting one right now. It's like a
Go ahead, girl.
a real bad period cramp.
Still talking through them.
Yeah, right. Right back.
But
Right back
I took a shower that really helped, like a really hot shower. I think I might take another one. You think she'll be here by 7 p.m.?
I hope so. If she don't, then she can just come.
That'd be cool.
What time was she born? I can't remember.
I want to say 11 o'clock.
I don't remember.
It was like at 11.
Yeah, it wasn't like super late.
No, I want to say it was like 10:35, 10:45.
Maybe. It wasn't like super late at all.
Look at that face.
You recording?
I'm not gonna lie. All of my mama's makeup be done. I probably had like 3 mamas that have not done their makeup.
That's so funny.
That'll be worth it in a couple hours. How many hours have I been laboring, y'all? 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 2 of 1. So what is that, like 8 hours?
That's about.
Ooh.
Contour.
That's on fleek.
He's the biggest hype man.
Right, he is. He did so good, though.
Yeah, I swear to God. I'm about to use the bathroom.
Hey.
I can't say I love when you do prenatals and then when you finally are in labor, you really realize like your family was actually listening.
Right, that's the best.
Because she did amazing. They both did for each other.
Oh. It be like that sometimes, man.
Oh, look at that.
Into the
Her hands.
I recorded that.
Oh my gosh. That's right.
Do the war. Do a lot.
Nana showed up. I remember that.
I want to say this was around the time y'all start pulling up because she kept going to the bathroom and sit on the toilet.
Uh-huh. That's right. She did, because we were trying to just set the pool up and stuff. Because Elijah took a shower and used up most of the hot water. So we could only fill the pool up like a little bit, and then we had to wait. Yeah, I think we were there.
Oh, shoot. Shoot.
I was about to say, she is like just talking, but here it is.
Baby. Good job.
I remember. I think we were sitting outside the bathroom door listening.
Into the thick of it. It sounds horrible, but we love you, Sam.
Good job, baby.
People really don't be understanding how important doula is. Oh my goodness. The comfort measures.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
It does.
It makes a difference.
It's so important.
So we about to get in the birthing tub. I'm gonna get in there with her. We're gonna...
And he never got out.
Never.
He didn't get back out. He thought he would be able to get out to report, and she was like,
Let's
no,
go with the
sorry,
flow,
no.
because I don't know what to expect.
Absolutely not.
Not gonna happen today.
She's in La La Land.
Yes.
Yes. She looked really peaceful though too.
She was. She really was.
But she did really good with finding her center.
She did.
I'm so proud of you. You're so strong.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to tell the story of her actual delivery along with the pictures we got since our video got deleted. So at this point in time,
King was like, I'm getting in, bro.
Water, as he was filling the pool up. So I was like, just go ahead and let him, because he had been so good, well, as good as King can be during the whole labor. And I knew he just
good.
I think, yeah.
Happy King was there because he honestly was comical relief.
He was.
At first, my grandma kept telling him no. I was like, he ain't gonna hurt nothing to play in the water for a little bit. So he came. He was very excited.
Grandma was tired of him. Okay,
girl.
So cute.
Sharp as a tack.
He was like,
And
please.
he also thought that he delivered the baby since he did that. So that was
He still say that to
he
this
did
day.
his part. And then being this part where I'm smiling.
Oh, look at that.
This was like probably in between a contraction, because
Mackenzie
once I
did
got
such
into
a
that
good job
pool,
taking care of
contractions
Yeah, she
started
did.
coming really, really, really fast. Like before I got actually in the water, they was probably like maybe like 3 minutes apart. But once I got in the water, they seemed like they was coming like back to back. So this smell was like probably.
Just like a black love type smell. Just.
I was listening, so you see it.
I'm gonna
Period.
put the pictures like that.
And at this point, I think I was crying. I think so. Yeah, I was. Because the pain was getting really, really intense. And this was when I was getting kind of like irritated. The whole time during the rest of the day, I was pretty much in good spirits. And, you know, kind of still being able to be happy even though I was in pain. But at this point, this is when the attitude started kicking in, I would say. And then this one,
Attitude.
it's probably like in between the contractions.
I'm gonna let her keep talking, then I'm gonna tell you the
catching my
positive.
breath
Yeah.
before the next contraction came. So as I was in that position, leaned back on Elijah, I kept feeling so much pressure. I also didn't realize how far along I was during this part, because my midwife never told me exactly how dilated I was. She just said we're almost there.
So she would not let us near her, you guys. She would not let us near her. And this part was so funny because these pictures, she looked so calm, but she was like thrashing around the pool. We kept having to go, Tajay, you have to be still, because it was water going everywhere.
I left with no
water
socks.
going everywhere. We were like, Tajay, she was like, I don't care.
I don't want to do this no more. I'm done.
I don't care. We're like, girl, you're getting water all over your new floors. We're like, can somebody bring us some towels, please? Help us.
We was out of towels. She was like, they be all right. Y'all like there's people that live under y'all. They like, they be all right. And at this point, the family was there.
Ma'am, you are flooding your apartment right now.
I didn't care. The family was there. But y'all, I don't even think y'all heard the family talking and saying they 2 cents in the background.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss the baby child, because she was like,
honey.
Like,
they was like, I mean, they just need to chill out. It's just water. I mean, it's just water. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Well, I was like,
they ain't gonna give her no medicine. She don't need no medicine.
What medicine? This is why people need to talk to their families beforehand, because man, we don't have any medicine. I don't
that we're
have
not
no medicine
educated about what home birth looks like.
I don't have any medicine for that, ma'am. I got nothing. Well, I was worried she was gonna bust the pool.
That's because she got up at one point.
And we were like, oh, where you going? Sit down, please. I was worried the pool was gonna bust, and then the water really would have been everywhere, because with both of them in the tub, the water was high.
Yeah.
So I was worried that if she wasn't still, it was just gonna be a mess. It would have really been a mess. But she got it together. She got it together, but that part was really funny, because she does in the picture. She looks very serene, but it was not like that.
It wasn't.
It was not like that.
She was
not
yelling
Bless her.
at everybody.
She did a good job, but we were in the background like, Everything's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I didn't know what that meant, so I was like, I just thought I was in a lot of pain, but obviously I probably was like 9 centimeters or something at this point. So I kept feeling so much pressure sit and lean back on him, so I was like, maybe if I lean forward, that'll take some of the pressure out, because that had helped me through the rest of the contractions earlier in the day. So I switched positions and I put like most of my weight on the front of the pool.
That's when the water was flowing.
That's when the water was flowing out.
Yeah, you can see my doula right there walking through a contraction probably. And here's another one. She was walking me through a contraction. And
Her fingernails was in my neck.
Yeah, I remember.
They was getting so bad.
I remember.
Like, I really wanted to just stop and give up. I told her I didn't want to do this anymore. It was too late. But I really
It was too late.
over
It was.
at this point in the labor. Like, these contractions probably almost the worst pain I felt in my entire life. Like,
Sound about right?
it felt like I was finna die. And at this point, they literally was back to back. I don't even remember having a break. It was just contraction, contraction, contraction. So then, I think at this picture,
There we
I
go.
don't think I was pushing yet. I think I was.
That was
about
the
to start
calm. That's
pushing,
after
but
we
if
got
you
her
can
calm.
see, I
And she
Yeah.
had
got
patience
it.
because
I
you
think
was
we
put
your whole
I think
body
you have your hand on her shoulder,
Yeah.
was pressure on
Like
me.
sit back down, and Martina just threw a stool at me because Christen was like, "Just sit on the stool." And Martina just threw something here.
Here. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we got the squatty. I think we put the squatty potty in there.
Onto a birthing stool under
Body
the
in my
water.
sockets
So
wet.
There it
actually,
is.
in
Wet.
these pictures,
We was
sitting
all
on the
we was
birthing
all
stool,
wet.
Wet.
but it's like inside of the water, and that was a very smart idea from my midwife, because I was able to take some of that pressure off and still like have something to press down on.
That's why she the midwife.
So
Okay.
at
Period.
this point, I think this is right before.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah, I
before
think
she
this is
started
right
pushing.
before, or it's probably
She
like
only
the last
pushed like
contraction
twice.
before
She
I
didn't
started
push that much.
Mhm.
because I was just feeling a lot of pressure. I didn't know that it was like literally time to push her out. Like this picture is probably like 5
And I
minutes
think
or so
right
before she was born.
before that, Christina had said like, she's this much that I could feel the baby head this much.
Yeah, she was
Yeah, I
pretty
think
much, like,
I could like
on
feel.
top of my vagina at that point.
I started getting
Yeah.
really emotional.
Baby was like,
Yeah, so at
hey.
this point you can see Elijah getting real emotional.
I love this part.
Um,
Oh, this is my
just
favorite picture.
Screaming out in pain. I can laugh now, but
That's
was
because that
very
baby
painful
was
at
like,
this
I'm
point.
here.
So was I? I don't think I was pushing. I was probably about to start pushing, and then right here, I felt this really strong urge. It's like it took over my whole body because mentally I was not ready to push. I was very scared because I
It's
never
all three of
felt
us in the picture for me.
what
That's
it
my
feels like to
favorite
push a baby
picture.
out.
Okay.
I felt contractions because I've had a kid, but with King, I had
Look at the
got
concerned
epidural,
family
so
in the
I never
background.
felt
They're
the
like,
feeling
what
of pushing a
happened
baby
here?
out. So I was so nervous. I just wasn't ready. I kept trying to ignore my body, but after this point, I couldn't ignore it. It was like a reflex. So my body started pushing itself. So I think this is like when she was she being born right here. Yeah. So this clip is when she was actually getting born. I pushed her on about 2 pushes. And she came out, so my water never broke like throughout my whole labor. So when she came out, she was still kind of like inside the sac around her head, and then I guess like during me pushing it, it popped, so it just stuck to the top of her head when she actually came out. I thought that was so cool. But yeah, pushing her out hurt extremely bad. Like,
She was like,
scary.
what is that?
And
I was like, what is that on her head?
that was the worst pain I ever felt in my entire life. But it was so quick. Like the pushing part, it only lasted probably 3 minutes because, like I said, it was 2 pushes and she slid right out. So
With no tears.
yeah, and luckily I did not tear or push her out that quick. But it was like it's kind of like a nasty comparison, but it was like a poop. Like you just have to get it out. So I just pushed it real quick and she slid right out.
The best comparison.
Yeah,
That's what I tell people. It's like pooping out of water now.
And then that's right after when they did the skin and skinny, Elijah was getting all emotional. Yeah, her grandma.
I love
it. Her grandpa, her aunt.
Oh,
My
he
mom
was.
consoling
That's
her
her-
with
yeah.
King right next to me.
I don't think people understand how many people were in this
So
apartment.
this part,
I want to
No.
go back and look at the record. I want to say it was like 13.
It was like
a lot
14
of
of us.
people.
It was a lot of people.
It was his family, her
You can
family.
you can see the sack.
So I was still in pain.
Look at this
That is what
sack.
the sack is on her brow.
Happy that it was over. And then as you can see
Right here.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. This is when I lost it. Elijah crying for me is when I lost it, and it's very hard for me not to cry. When he started crying, I was like,
I was crying. I had backed away. I was definitely crying.
And it somehow got on my hand. I guess it was probably before they wrapped her in the blanket. So I was holding his hand with a little bit, baby.
I was so new. I was trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be charting.
Meredith is just trying to push the buttons on the chart.
right.
Like, wait.
But overall,
It was so.
Got it.
I think her
so
birth was
fast.
like the
I was
best
like,
experience I've ever done in my life. I'm very proud of myself for
Baby's
being
here.
able to say I
Can
did
we
a
talk about
natural
how they
birth
recorded this a week
at
after
home.
his birth, though? Like,
That was the first time in our
they recorded this a week after Seven was born. I'm just laughing at how Taja just looks so good.
refreshed and it's fine. Refreshed
Roll
and
again.
fine. And then Seven's like, yeah, you know.
I'm chilling. I'm here. Well, I don't know what y'all made all this fuss about.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
both of our family that anybody has done a natural birth at home probably I would say ever, because back in the day they had to, but since hospitals,
first home birth.
yeah, I would say since hospitals existed, probably this is the first one in both our families, and it was a really great experience. Like being able to labor how you want, get in whatever position you want, being in your own clothes, not hooked up to an IV, able to take a nap if you want to. No doctors keep rushing in. Stress you out. You can literally do whatever you want.
You definitely need a support team.
You do, because it was times when I wanted to give up, but then they would always come and tell me I'm doing a good job. We almost there. Remind me of why I wanted this, and we was able to get through it. But yeah, my biggest tip is just taking one contraction at a time, and then when it's time to push, just do it. Don't try to fight your body. Your body knows best. You have to trust your body. But like I said, this is definitely, if I ever have another kid, I'm definitely doing a home birth again. As of right now, I don't think I want to, but probably like as the years go on, I forget about how much pain that was. Maybe I might consider it.
Right, at a week postpartum.
I don't know, but right now, no. I would recommend any mother that is physically capable to give a home birth a try. Well, not a try, but do it if you are able to. I think it's a life-changing experience and that you will enjoy it. So
she off the tee right now. But
yeah, this is our precious baby 7.
7
Renee Alexander.
So
Peanut.
Thanks for everything. Thanks for watching.
My life.
I always like to ask, especially with first time home birth families, I always like to ask like the family who was there later, like afterwards, like, so what do you guys think? Because most of the time it's everybody's first home birth. So I know what to expect, but they're always kind of looking at us like, okay, you gonna do something? And I'm like, it's nothing for me to do.
I'm doing exactly what I should be doing.
It's nothing for me to do at this point, but I do like to always ask, and the answer is always overwhelmingly like, that was amazing. I just can't believe what I've seen. This has like changed my perspective on birth.
Yeah.
Like, even for me in my own personal home birth, like my dad, my baby's almost 4 now, y'all sorry. My dad, up until probably 36 weeks, was like, so what hospital are you guys going to? And I'm like, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not. He was like, oh, you're serious. But then they were there. My mom was in the room and my dad was, but like, he is now forever an advocate for home birth. Forever an advocate. And
you just have to experience it. You know, you don't get it until you get it.
Until you get it. That's exactly right. Yeah. That's why I always encourage like doulas and stuff, like, you should try You should try some home births and let me know.
Oh, it completely changed my perspective as a doula. So my first home birth, I was actually the doula, but and she was supposed to give birth at a hospital, and we had talked about, you know, she was talking about maybe her next pregnancy, she might consider home birth. It was kind of like in the back of her mind. I'm like, oh yeah, hey, you should call Wantina, whatever, you can talk, like, just talk about it. She texted me a week after that prenatal, and she was like, what was the name of that midwife that you were telling me about? And she switched to home birth. And it was, for me, that was my first home birth experience, and it was amazing and like completely changed. It completely changed everything.
The trajectory of your life.
Yeah, I didn't want to go back to hospital birth after that. It was difficult. And that was like my first, like, I was a doula, but technically it counted as observes for my clinical numbers as well. So yeah. And that was my first birth that I did with Wantina too. So it was, awesome.
I want to say, I love home births, especially for our people, our Black people. It's because it's like we reclaiming our power. We're reclaiming a tradition. I feel like we're like a see me culture. So when we finally get to witness how we are supposed to do this, I feel like it just empowers our family, our generation. It makes our ancestors happy. For me as a doula, but also as a woman that has had a home birth, it's I just love letting families, especially Black women, know, like, you can do this. Like, even if it's like second baby, first home birth, they like so amazed. Like, you can do this. I know what you experienced the first time, but I promise you, you can do this. And then like just seeing his family, their reaction and how happy they were. Like, I still talk to her mama to this day, and his daddy and her mom, like, we're friends on Facebook. Like, we still talk today. She texts me like, you going to the birthday party? I'm like, I'll be there on Sunday. Like, I just feel like it just creates like a forever bond, like when you have that experience together. Like I say all the time, oh no, we family now.
Family now, we are.
I really feel it. Like, we are family. Like,
we absolutely are.
When a person lets you into that most vulnerable time in their life, it creates a bond.
Yeah.
You know, and it's beautiful and it's magical and it's all the things, you know, and it's impossible to explain because it's something that's experienced.
It's magic, man.
It is. It really is.
It's beyond words.
It doesn't matter how many home births I go to. It is still
and
the same exhilarating, magical, empowering, emotional moment. Like, I get so excited when I get to text y'all like, hey y'all. I see y'all soon. Even when we going on 12 hours, tired, taking naps in between, it's still like, ooh, girl, I'm tired. All right, let's get this started.
Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Yeah. I think it's you know, this might ruffle some feathers, but we have been catching babies since they brought us over here. They learned how to do the work in the hospital from what we were doing on the plantation. Happy Black History Month.
My great grandmothers.
Period. So it's like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, it really is us just reclaiming what is ours. And that is part of the reason why I became a midwife, because I'm like, no, my people need to know that, like, no, you can have a baby at home and it's not weird, doesn't make you weird or anything like that. It's not weird.
Or super crunchy or
people say that. Like only rich people do that. Like, no.
And I hate that it's like trendy. Like I don't, you know, yes, I'm glad more people have access to it. I'm glad more people know about it, but I don't want it to be a trend. You know, it's
decolonized birth.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yep.
Even when I do my prenatals, I ask, like, even consultations, when I get moms that are like, oh, well, we're planning for a home birth. I even though I'm excited, I still ask them, like, what is your purpose and your vision? Why are you designing?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I ask people when people, you know, I want to have home birth. I'm like, okay, you know, how did you come to the, you know, like, how did you get here? Well, you know, what made you decide to want to have a home birth? That's important.
It is.
Because if you're just doing it because, you know, you're scared of, you know, hospital. I mean, I understand wanting to stay out of the hospital, especially in COVID, when you can't have who you want. And there's a lot more, you know, regulations and protocols and all those things. I totally get it. But fear should not be the only reason why you want to have a baby.
It's work. It's work to be able to stay home. You have to be in the right mindset. You have to be willing to do the things that you need to do to keep yourself healthy, to keep yourself safe. so that you can stay a candidate for home birth. Otherwise,
Yep.
you know, we're quick to be like, I'm sorry, risking
Sorry.
me out.
No,
I love you and I support you, and you can come back
But
for
it ain't gonna
postpartum.
happen,
But you're not doing
sis.
this at home.
Yeah, sorry. No.
not only that, but even if they are a candidate for home birth, you can still tell like you didn't do your work.
Yes,
Because now we
you
in the
can.
thick of it, and you is tight, and you don't know what to do. You was not listening, so
You
I
didn't
just
listen to
I like to
anything
let.
that I told you to do, ma'am.
So
It
yeah,
just makes
I
it
always
harder for
really-
everybody, but we still do it though. We
We
still
still
do it.
do
We
it,
still
but
support
it's like
you,
you
and
gotta
the
get
baby
more
still comes out.
stricter.
We do. We still do it.
Like I'ma still do it, but I'll be looking
I'ma
at them
still
like,
do
you
it.
ain't do your work, and I'm gonna chew you out next week at
Yeah,
our postpartum visit.
I'm gonna fuss at you after the baby's here.
Right. Let's get it done, and then
Let's get the
we're
baby
gonna
here.
talk. Then we're
Mhm.
gonna talk. Well, I am so glad that y'all could join me today. This has been so much fun. I cannot wait to experience more birth with y'all. Like,
Okay, Christen, I
I
see
miss you.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dropping off a birth kit soon in the next few weeks, I think.
Yes, I see you soon. I don't
Mhm.
have anything with Martina and Meredith. I don't know, but I'm gonna speak it. I see you soon too, Meredith.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what, you might and just don't even know it, because sometimes I showed up to I was at a birth with Shashida and I opened the door. I was like, surprise, it's me. She was like, oh, I didn't
I get excited either way. I just be so happy. I'm
know
like, oh,
you were gonna be here.
it's gonna be a great
I
time.
didn't know you were a doula. This is amazing. Great. We get to work together. This is
Right.
okay.
It's like,
I know
hey,
we're gonna be good. Okay.
we gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
Y'all have
I
spoiled
did-
me. I'm gonna
I know. It's a good, I love that we all work so cohesively together also. That is important too when you're
Yeah.
choosing a birth team. Asking your doula, like, okay, you know, whoever you hire first, ask, like, you know, are there any midwives that you like, you know, that you would highly recommend? Or ask your midwife, are there any doulas that you would, you know, recommend? And I'm gonna be like, yes, actually
be like, hey, so I know like a
there are.
I have a list. Here are the
Literally.
ones that are
Please call them.
most highly recommended.
Please call them.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be sad when I be at home. I'll be like, yeah, these ain't. I'm happy to meet these people, but these ain't my people. But it's okay. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done.
Thank you for joining us today with Midwifery Wisdom Reacts. We had a fantastic time reacting to this video that we were all present at in various stages of our lives. And it was really good to come back together and to just, you know, rehash this experience. And also just to celebrate Black birth. You know, it's Black History Month. And I mean, every month is Black History Month for us, but
Period.
yes. But we are glad to get to share this with everyone. You know, we want everyone to really see the positive side of Black birth, of home birth, of the support system, what that team looks like, what midwifery care looks like. So thank you for joining us, and catch us again next time. Bye.